Check. Mic check, 1, 2. Welcome, everybody, to Melhart's Guitar Clinic, hosted by yours truly, Widowmaker Josh. Yeah. Thank you. So if you guys are unfamiliar with me, I'm a local shredder. I run a studio down here called Widowmaker Studios, and I also play for a bunch of brands. I started my career with Legator Guitars in 2018 as an artist. I worked with them closely in California this past year. Worked on designing guitars, coming up with new ideas, and doing a lot of social media work. I am a big gear nerd, so I love to nerd out on gear, and I love technology. I love to figure things out, and that's kind of how my brain works. So I'm going to get started with a quick little demo for you guys. This one is probably one of my most shreddiest ones yet, so hopefully I don't mess this one up for you guys. So thank you all for coming out here. You guys are awesome. One check. A little bit of introduction there. That is one of my latest pieces that I made for a demo for Legator Guitars. One of my big things is I create content for a bunch of brands that I play for. Of course, Legator Guitars, KSR Amps, Happy Cable Company, The String Source, the Jimmy Clip, and a bunch of others. Check out my Facebook, Widowmaker Josh, and you can see all of that. But yeah, that was a little taste of what I have. If you guys noticed, I got some automatic patch changes going on here with the Quad Cortex, a nice piece of gear. It allows me to pre-program everything in my computer and not tap dance, which is a great plus if you guys are into stuff like that. So this next demo that I'm gonna play for you guys, it's a little lighter, on the lighter side, not so metal like my other demos of the day, but it's a good edge of breakup kind of tone. In fact, I switch to single coil. Fishmans are my pickup of choice. And one of the great parts about Fishmans is that I get to get a wide variety of tones, you know, kind of programmed in these pickups. And I really like the single coil tone. And you're going to hear a little bit of what that sounds like right now. let's talk about it. Let's talk about it a little bit. So those of you guys who don't know, it is pronounced legator. It means to create a legacy. So these guys are trying to create a legacy, bringing you guys modern shred guitars that have super thin necks and extended range and fan-fretted stuff. You guys might not know about this, but my guitar has a fan on it. This is not for easier playability, as some people might think. This is there so that, especially when you're playing extended ranges, a lot of people like to tune lower. You know, this goes down to B naturally. You want that to stay nice and tight. So you want the scale of the guitar to be longer. Now, when you put a fixed scale and you make it long on a guitar, your high end gets very tight. So if you're a lead player, this tends to give you some problems. You know, it's very tight, very like hard to play, doesn't sustain the same. So fan fret is there so that you can have the best of both worlds. You can have a nice light top, and on the low end it stays nice and tight. So you don't have to compensate and get thicker strings so that you're not flopping around all the time. You can keep it nice and thin. And the thing is when you're using thicker strings, the tone starts to get darker, and you start to roll off the highs. And in metal, we don't always want that. We want to make sure that we have this nice chug to it. So that's the point of these fan frets. This legator that I'm holding in my hands right now is a special one. It's got California Buckeye burl. Now, most companies can't do something like this because the cost is too high. You're already looking at like a $500 upcharge for that. But Legator is special in the sense that they actually go to Northern California themselves, grab the woods, do everything they need to do, and send them out to the factory so that they can give you a nice guitar at an effective price point. So this is California Buckeye burl with this nice purple resin. And then I have a Pale Moon fretboard. Right here we have Wenge and Maple. So it's a 5-piece. I got locking tuners, Fishman, and I have a nice Tessie switch. I don't really use it too much, but if you wanted to, you could totally be Buckethead with it. Pretty cool little neat toy. But yeah, so this is my Legator. Right now we are holding, John is holding right here, the latest line of Legators. This is the Super Shred series. It is a great cost-effective price point. We have our own aftershock pickups in there, our thin shred neck, kind of like that of a wizard neck, if you guys have ever played an Ibanez Prestige. And all under $1,000, so that's really great. It comes with locking tuners and stainless steel frets, so very nice guitars. We got some headless over here, now available at Melhart's. And if there's anything that you see on the Legator site that you want Melhart's to carry, let them know. They'll definitely get started in that. So this next song is a song from a band I play with called Immortal Guardian out of Las Vegas. We are a power metal band with super metal. We just got off tour with Gus G, Ozzy's old guitar player. We toured with him for about 7 weeks across the U.S. And yeah, it was pretty hectic. But this song that I'm about to play for you guys is the first song that I wrote coming into Immortal Guardian. So any fans of Outworld out here? Outworld, Rusty Cooley? No? Nobody? There you go. So if you don't know, Rusty Cooley's a shredder. He lives in Houston, and he was best known for his band Outworld. Well, we kind of stole his singer a long time ago, and Carlos Zima now sings with us, so you're going to hear some of those epic power metal vocals. So this one is called Goodbye to Farewells. Check, check. Yeah, so that was Goodbye to Farewells. We wrote this during COVID. We had this album ready to go, right? And we're literally about to take off on tour. And like my flight is like Saturday and like Wednesday, Thursday around that time, shut down, COVID, no more flights. So at that point, our tour is off. We got this album that we're like finishing up. And my guitar player had this great idea. He says, why don't we just do a whole new album? In fact, we're gonna do a whole new album and we're gonna make it about what we're living through, COVID right now. So if you check out our album, Psychocymatic, it kind of goes through the levels of, the different things that we went through, self-isolation. Goodbye to Farewells is actually a song about not being able to say goodbye to some of the people, during COVID. It was a big, crazy time, and we lost some people along the way, and we didn't always get to say goodbye to them. So that's kind of our song. That's that motion. And check out the album. We got a lot of great stuff in there. So now we're on our next album, which we just toured with Gus G. It's called Unite and Conquer, and that one's got a lot more like shred for you guys. But moving on, does anybody know what the Jimmy clip is? Yeah? Yeah? I think you deserve one of these then. So the Jimmy clip, I want to show you guys before I give this. I have a couple of more here. The Jimmy clip is a great invention for people who like to chug. And this is how it works. Let me show you real quick. So when you're chugging your guitar, there's a lot of noise that comes from here. If I go like this, my gate is kind of closing it, but sometimes even with the gate, that's not enough to keep, all that extra noise. So the Jimmy clip is a great invention that just goes right here behind your nut and shuts it up. I like this better than the groove wrap. The groove wrap kind of doesn't silence as enough. The groove wrap is great when you want to put it over your guitar and maybe do some tapping and keep the noise at bay. But if you just want something to shut up that noise behind here, the Jimmy clip is great for that. And they have two models. They have a 6-string, the shorty, and extended range for 7 and 8. So this is for you. Everybody give it up for Rob Hahn from Overt Enemy. I got some more stuff here. I got some cables, some strings. We'll get to those in a bit. This next song, what is the next song titled? Yes, that's what it is. Let me switch to an 8-string. Now, you guys might see me play online a lot of 7-string, a lot of 8-string. It doesn't mean I don't play 6. In fact, I own more 6s than anything. But I like the range that 7 and 8-string offer, and I'm really digging the 7-string. But the 8-string is where I really get to make things sound mean, brutal and genty and stuff like that. So give me 1 second. Let me switch to that. Beautiful guitar, beautiful guitar. Does anybody know what an Evertune is? The Evertune bridge, some people may not be familiar with it. It is there for rhythm players mainly, especially when tracking tight rhythms. Now, if you guys play extended range, it's very hard to keep contained as far as pitch goes. If you press a little too hard, if you bend a little bit, that pitch can go up and down drastically. So what the Evertune is there for is each individual saddle has a spring inside of it. And what it does is it compensates. So you cannot bend. You set everything in a zone, and you cannot bend, but it stays in perfect pitch. So if I play an E, pitch is not going anywhere. You can bend all you want, but it's compensating, and it does that so that you can keep your rhythms nice and tight. But you can also set it to bend if you want to bend. In fact, the most common practice in the way I have this guitar set up is everything on the low strings are set so that they don't bend. But everything on the higher strings for shredding and stuff like that, they're set to bend. So let me demonstrate a little bit of that for you guys. This song is called Stragos. One moment, let me tune up. So the cool part about an Evertune, real quick, is let's say you're mid-gig. And a lot of times when you're touring, sometimes you only get to take one guitar on tour, so especially when you're flying. Let's say you're mid-gig, you're mid-show, and you have a string pop on you. I can literally very quickly go grab a string, just put that thing in real quick, and you don't even have to tune it. All you have to do is go up to the level so that it stays in. So I'm going to show you real quick. If I take this guy all the way down. Okay, so it's definitely out of tune right now. I'm going to push it up, and you're going to see there's a moment where it stops going up. That's when you know you're already in your level. So what's cool is you can just quickly put it on, go, 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 go. Okay, it's good, and you're done. And that's how you get in level very quickly with the Evertune. This song is called Stragos. My first demo with KSR amps. So that one's kind of a doozy. You know, I go between a lot of rhythm playing or like, you know, technical rhythms and stuff like that, but then you still gotta be able to shred at the same time. So this guitar kind of allows me to, you know, have the best of both worlds. And I like it a lot. This one I'm using Fishman Moderns. The other one is using the Fishman Matt Heafys. They just got a great, nice, tight tone, especially when you're playing on an 8-string. Your low-end strings start to get a little muddy, if you will, and you can wind your pickups hotter. You can do a bunch of things, but you know, if you get clarity in the low end, you get shrillness in the high end. And Fishman is really great at just programming it in a sense that everything is going to be nice and clear and as thick as it should be. So, have any of you guys heard of the local band Sonic Boom? Yeah. Sonic Boom is a band that I play with. It is a tribute to video games, TV, and movie themes. We dress up like our favorite anime cartoon characters. I do a nice Zack Fair from Final Fantasy. But yeah, so I'm going to play a little bit for you guys. You guys might recognize this one back in your Super Nintendo days. Not yet. There's another track. Thank you. So I got my set list a little mixed up. That was an original. One of my latest demos with KSR amps. It's kind of got a little bit of obnoxiousness there at the end, but I think sometimes, if you take our idols like John Petrucci and you kind of analyze what makes them shred, sometimes it's just a lot of really fast patterns going up and down the range. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. This next one is for my band Sonic Boom. Hope you guys enjoy. Little bit of Street Fighter there for you guys. I'm a big Street Fighter 2 competitive player. I've been out to California and played some of the best guys out there, and I'm a big nerd about that stuff, obviously, since I play in a video game tribute band called Sonic Boom. So, let's give something away here, why don't we? How about that? Let's give, here we go. I got a shirt for the first person who can tell me whose famous quote is "Get your pull." This is for you. It's a KSR series. Congratulations, Brian. Come on, they're simple, guys. There we go. So if you don't know, Dimebag is a big inspiration to me. His trills, his legato, extremely fast. I got my Cowboys from Hell signal right here. But this next song, I'm sure you guys remember having, in high school, weekends with your friends, getting Domino's Pizza and Code Red and playing Halo all night. So this is for you. Take me back. Ooh, yeah. Give me some of those. I got some Widowmaker stickers if anybody wants some. They'll be right here. We got some at the table over there. I got a few more before I hand it over to Tony LEAL, the guitar player for local band Nautilus versus Pangolin. And then after that, we have the great, talented John Champion. So, all the music that you've heard tonight is self-produced. That's audio that I do all on my own here at my home studio, Widowmaker Studios. But you know, I make big sounds in a small room, so I guess that's what it's all about, really. This next song, probably like my piece of la resistance for Sonic Boom. This one is a Castlevania medley. I don't know if there's any Castlevania fans out there. Really, really fun. So, real quick, I just want to go over something. This one's about chugging. This is a real quick tip. Everybody knows that palm muting is a sound. Not like that. Palm muting has a sound, right? Now, when people teach palm muting, they say put your palm at the end of there and just chug. But I think a lot of people are unaware about the different degrees of chugs there are. I'm going to show you a couple real quick. So you have your more standard chug. And it's very metal in the sense. But if you want things to sound a lot tighter, a lot gentler, if you move your palm up the bridge a little bit and lay it down, you'll get more of a breathier chug out of it. Now I'm going to come back. Regular chug. That's how you get the gent sound, especially when it comes to an 8 string. An 8 string can get very flowy real quick. So that's a regular chug. Here's a tight chug. So that's what it's really good for. And then third chug that you're probably unaware is like the half chug. It's where you put your hand more on the bridge and you let your palm touch the strings ever so slightly, because what you want to do is you want to have a big, nice, full sound, and you want the chug to sustain. So if you're a down-tempo type of guy, you get a lot more sustain out of that chug. So you have a regular chug, tight chug, and the full chug. Very different. So here we go, a little bit of Sonic Boom. This is called A Creature of Chaos. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm going to give a free pack of strings to the first person to tell me the two names of the guitar players for Polyphia. What was that? I heard Tim. I didn't hear Scott. Okay, I got one for both of you guys then. See me after. I got you guys both. There we go. A little bit of modern players for you guys. I got one more demo. This one's a quick one. This one's kind of a meme. You guys want to know how to hit a lot of views on Facebook and YouTube? Do something that has nothing to do with what you like. Make it funny, because that's exactly what I did. I was having fun one day, and I decided, you know, this guy who makes some funny music, what if I put some gent guitars behind it, and it ended up hitting like 150,000 views. So it's like when you're not even trying to, you know, play with the algorithm finally gives you something. So this is my last demo. This is called, I call it the Flamingo Gent.
I'm hopping all around, I'm a big bird. I'm walking all around, better drink some Wawa. I'm just flamingo, I'm coming on your shoreline. Here I go, I'm gonna peacefully drink, yo. I'm slowly creeping up to your front yard. Nothing threatening here, I'm just a flamingo. I'm a flamingo and I'm coming up to you. Oh, is that your child? I'm gonna rip out his motherfucking eyeball. I'm gonna rip out his goddamn eyeball. I'm a flamingo, I'm gonna rip out your eyeball. I'm a flamingo and I get up in your child's eyeball. No more eyeball, child bitch. Time for grandma. And maybe a light baby spinach. I think I might do baby spinach for dinner. But first your sister, and first your sister, and then your sister's sister, and then your brother's sister. That's right, I mean you're a top ebony tree. What's up, bitch? It's me. It's your flamingo. Thank you.
Yeah. It's a little funny one there. Sometimes, you know, when you do something unexpected things will happen. So that's me not trying to break the algorithm being like, here you go. I'm like, wow, funny. That concludes my demo. Anybody got any questions? You want to know anything about Legator guitars? If you want to sound as deep and heavy and genty as that last song, 8 strings will do it for you guys. And we got a headless ghost and a ninja with a head, 8 string over there. Check them out. Beautiful guitars. We're going to, any questions? Anybody? No? We're all good? This model right here, the X model, which is our top of the line extravagant model, is available on the site. This is a neck through, as you can see also. So this one is available right now. These ones that I'm holding, the 8 string with the Evertune, they do have a limited stock left, but pretty much whatever's left of this stock is what's left. They're kind of coming into the new era for Legator guitars, which is right here. With the Super Shred series, We also have, not here yet, but we have fan-fretted versions of these guitars. They have satin finishes with a quilted maple on the ninja-headed and a tiger maple on the headless. Those come with active pickups. So these have our stock aftershock pickups. They sound really nice, aggressive, and bright. As John was just telling me earlier, he was saying that he can get a wide variety of tones with these pickups. So just right out of the bat, you already, hitting with something cool. And then the fan-fretted guitars that are gonna hopefully be available here soon come with our own active pickups. So you'll be able to have something that's awesome right out of the box. So cool. Thank you all for showing up. We got 2 more guys. We're gonna take a quick break, give us a moment to set them up. And thank you all for coming out to the clinic here at Melhart's.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Tony. Yeah, I play guitar for Nautilus versus Pangolin, local band. And yeah, just like Josh was saying, just a progressive metal band. Just gonna play a set for y'all. A little heavy, a little clean here and there. This first one's called Burnga. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Shout out to Josh, and thank you for putting all this together, man. Thank you. Yeah, so this next one's called Moonlight. We recently just released this one as a single and a music video. So yeah, it's on pretty much on all streaming platforms, all social media. It's called Moonlight. Thank you.
So I got some free tuners here right after Tony's demo. Come up and while supplies last, first come, first serve.
I was just gonna say thank you. Oh yeah, that one's called Rem, and up next is Cartel. It used to have another name, but if you want to know about that, you might want to get with me later. It's really inappropriate. It's bad. Yeah, it's not safe for work. But anyways, it's called Cartel. Huh? Cartel. Yeah, this is called Cartel. Yeah. Check, check. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so that was Cartel. I got one last song. This last one's called Yin Yang. about flowers and stuff. Check, check, mic check. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Yeah, that was Yin Yang. This was Nautilus versus Pangolin. My name is Tony, guitar player. And you can find all our music on basically any social media, any streaming devices out there. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fantastic job. Thank you all for coming out here to the Melhart's Clinic. I'm Widowmaker Josh. Man, you guys are awesome. Who wants a free tuner? Okay, let's do this. Before we get John up here, I got all these free tuners. So line up because, you know, if there's none left after, if you're at the end of the line, I'm sorry.
get the old fart, you know. Well, you know what? I didn't have a lot of time to prep for this, so I hope I remember everything. You know, I'm nervous as all get out. I haven't played in front of people in decades, so yeah, it's different playing in your room. You know, it's something I did for 16 years, but oh well. I'm not going to give you any excuses. If I screw it up, I screwed up. I hope you'll be kind. But anyway, I'm going to say that I've had this guitar for about a week now, and I want to say that unlike a lot of the guitars that have high gain pickups, these pickups are still very articulate. And so I'm going to show you some different styles tonight with different settings, because you can really get a lot of different tones from these guitars. And so I was very impressed with them. So anyway, I guess I'll stop making excuses and start the inevitable. All right, thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, with 10,000 mistakes, my hands are doing this, man. Oh my God. All right, so forgive me. Oh my God. It's worse than I thought it would be. I'm scared to death, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What used to be so easy is now, whoa, so difficult. All right, so. Breathe. Move. Okay. This is another type of song, and it's a beautiful song. Obviously, I'm an old fart, so I love a lot of the different styles. And this particular time period was a time of jazz, traditional jazz, and imagine a scene where you're at dinner and you walk into this restaurant, they got this little jazz quartet playing, and you see a guy with a big fat jazz guitar, sound that real big, real deep, and you see wine and roses, and it's just a beautiful time. Well, I thought about that, and I thought, well, why not play the song "The Days of Wine and Roses"? And so, anyway, I'm gonna attempt this, and again, I'll do my best. You guys are kind. You're an awesome player. Oh, thank you. It sounded much better at home. Trust me. It's like the guy at the sea. He loses his sea legs if he stays out of the boat too long. Yeah, that's traditional jazz, and I don't know if you see, this guitar does it so well. No issues with that. I'm gonna try to change the tune a little bit, just a little bit here. Like I said, I'm just gonna be playing you some snippets of some different styles, and after this, then we'll move into one more snippet and then one more song. I've got about 18 and a half minutes, so if I blab enough, that's 30 minutes, right? All right, so. I guess. It's just not smooth like it is at home when I'm. It's like, oh, stop that. You know, if we could do something about our nervous system, take this magic pill, chew. All right. Thank you very much for your graciousness. This is the worst performance the whole week of me doing this, so. In any event, I would like to say thank you, Kelly, also for the use of the guitar. Melhart's has an absolutely awesome store. I've been doing business with Kelly and Jim and Betty since I was the young guy. The young guy, exactly. I mean, I remember I used to be the one that hung around all the old farts, and going out with Tony and Josh the other day, I went, man, you guys make me feel ancient. Wow. You know, I'm 63 and they're like in their 30s, so anyway. I'm not much of a blues player, but I wanted to show you this sound that I was able to get with this. It sounds really good. Again, versatile. It's a very versatile instrument, and I would say that I've got all sorts of different types of guitars. I've got country guitars for country. I've got jazz guitars for jazz. I've got rock guitars for rock. And I can tell you that most of them really don't lend themselves to variety. And to be honest with you, when I found out how powerful these pickups were, I was thinking that they weren't gonna lend themselves to variety, because I have an SG, and it's got, you know, just real powerful pickups, and it's great for one thing. This is actually very versatile. What do you think about that country sound it just had? Yeah, you know. And a jazz sound and a jazz fusion sound. It's just got so much. Well, I'm gonna try a different type of sound right here. Again, I'm not really a blues player, so forgive me, but this will give you an idea of the guitar. my blues, so I can't help but do a little jazz. I'm sorry. But in any event, I want to say that you guys are kind, you guys are wonderful, and sorry I couldn't give you a better sterling performance tonight. I want to say thank you very much to Jaws. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Catch me on a good day. I'll show you how I can play seriously. But in any event, Josh, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, Max, for all your help. And again, thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Betty. And thank you all. And I'm going to do one more. This one is a jazz fusion. Oh, I also want to say, in case this ever gets YouTubed, well, I want to say that, oh, God, that's too bad. John, have you seen yourself? Yeah, don't tell me about it. Two of these tracks are from Ben's jam tracks. I want to say that so I don't get in trouble. Anyway, you can use them if you buy them, but they're just not for profit. So a lot of my jazz fusion material that I had, I kind of got messed up migrating from one computer to the next. And so I had to put something together quickly. And so I just want to say that I thought that this one was pretty cool. So don't turn against me here. I'm hoping to get through this without any problems, but in any event, I hope you, well, just come on. I hope you like it. Good night, Seattle. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, guys. Sorry about the first few tunes. I couldn't get my muscles to. Anyway, it was a pleasure. It was an honor. Kelly, again, thank you. Everybody, thank you.
Isn't he amazing? When I discovered this guy, I was like, he is just miles, eons above, you know, what everybody else's comprehension is. I mean, he's something else. Thank you so much for coming out here. And thank you, Tony, for coming out here. Thank you all for coming out here, having a wonderful time with us. It means a lot. Hopefully we can do some more things like this in the future. Stick around. We got a bunch of cool stuff. Of course, check out Legator Guitars. We got everything for 6, 7, and 8 string needs. And yeah, I guess I got this cable to give away, right? This is a Happy Cable Company cable. It's got gold-plated tips, so high fidelity for recording. Now, how will I do this? String source, yes. Are they gold-tipped? Are they? Nickel. It's gold. This is like an $80 cable right here. So I'm about to save somebody a nice chunk of change. If only I could think of a good trivia question. Yeah. I had so much to prep. I was like, I know, you know, the night before I'm gonna sit there and like get, you know, my whole thing in order and make sure I have all my questions and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see. Somebody is going home with this. What is? Okay, we'll make it real simple. Who are the 2 guitar players for Metallica? It is too simple, right? Okay. Because we did a lot of gent, and gent seems to be a reoccurring. Who, what's the real name for the bulb? I did hear that. Here you go, Mark Earhart. Get a nice... Those of you guys who want some strings, see me after. Thank you all for coming out here, and we'll see you guys next time. Let's get a selfie with everybody. If you guys want to come over here and get a quick picture, maybe we'll end up in the monitor. I'm just kidding. Who even knows what the monitor is anymore?